Hey, what's up guys? Anything awesome stuff here back on the video. Before I start this review, my friend's been bugging me for this for a while now. I'd like to give a shout out to Daryl for providing me with substance in the morning, because he gave me a little thing of chocolate milk in turn for a shout out, and I'll have his channel linked in the description below. You might have saw him comment on my Venomec review for one, and I shall give. However, he gave me something in return, so don't necessarily ask for a shout out unless you give me chocolate milk. Okay. Anyways, let's go on to the, like I said. So this is the Spiderman Bike Rescue set. Retails for about $20. Has about more than 200 pieces, which makes the price to par ratio a bit better than normal, which I like. So let's take a look at the figures before we go into the builds. So this is Miles Morales. You might have seen him have his big debut in the Spider-Verse movie, but he was still around in the comics. I think it was 2012 when they were made. He has some pretty nice facial printing, and the back of his head, again, the webs wrapping around the whole head just bugs me, but it's fine, I guess. Chest printing looks really nice, and the back printing is okay. I don't really like the upside down spider, personally. Wait, it's not upside down. Is it? I don't know, you guys tell me if that's an upside down spider, I don't know. Next on deck is the 2019 Spider-Man. Again, like if you saw my other review, you would know that I'm okay with this figure. I think it represents Spider-Man much better than the one we've got since 2012. And up until very recently, they've changed the design. He now has dual-molded legs, a nice torso print, a nice facial print, no webbing wrapped around the head, which I think the other one actually did have, which does annoy me, but it's okay. The back torso printing is okay. So figure is just okay. And last but most certainly not least, we have Carnage. As you can see, this is Carnage. It's just about to mention that these little extra appendages will fall off the tentacles, so just be wary of that. But I'd just like to point out, before I actually get into the review of the figure, the arm printing is not there with the original figure. I put it there because it gives him more of the symbiote-esque look. He has just plain red arms normally, so it's not super special, but I think it's alright. But yeah, you don't really have the plain red arms. I like the torso printing. And let's go over maybe in his feet. I think those look pretty nice because they actually have little toe accents. His face looks cool, but really any symbiote's face does. For example, Venom's did in that one set. Let's look at the back printing, and then we'll go on to the accessories that he has. So back printing is just normal, mediocre. It actually kind of looks like there's just like a literal heart imprinted on the back of him, which I think is really, really cool. Though, it's going to be covered up by this apparatus, which I'm just going to call more symbiote appendages. And essentially, there's just a bunch of tentacles. Reminds me of Dr. Octopus's little arms. But he's got two extensions of his arms, the big tentacles. I think they're fun to play with and add some play value. And they're definitely an update from the polybag, I think, was it? No, not polybag, but the teeny little set that you got. That you might have got a while back. So let's go over the builds. So this is a little lab build. As you can see around the back, you have a lot of those, as I like to call them, building bricks exposed, which are essentially those bright, colorful bricks that are easier to produce. That they usually hide away with more bricks. But they did a terrible job with that, in my opinion, in this set. but I think it looks good for what you expect. I like the printed, I like these printed tiles right here. There's also one in the back. I'll show you in just a moment, with the play feature including. Speaking of that play feature, these webs are right here covering these things, and you're probably asking, how do you spin those? Well, they're not actually stuck in place. You see, if I push down on this, they go flying. Granted, if I hit harder, they'd actually go flying, but I don't really want to lose those. So there's these little, like metal things, so you can clip on the, not metal, but metallic looking. And these are both stickers. And the webs, I don't really like them personally, but I guess they add to more of like this is breaking down, now fix it. And I do like the busted up panel at the front. It gives it more of like a broken down look. So this is the Spiderman bike. It's got Spidey at the top and 2 cannons on the side, which actually the instruction manual says I've told him to tilt him down like that. But he's really holding on the motorcycle for dear life, as if he's like falling off, rather than actually just kind of sitting on a normal motorcycle. I like the build though. It feels very sleek. It looks nice. There's not really much to say about it, honestly. There is stickers here, and I don't think there's any other stickers on it. Yeah, there's no other stickers on it. Maybe there is, and I'm just not very smart. But there's this little spider projectile. There's the little stud cannon. There's a little spider thing that was in the Nexonite series. And this is not one of the motorcycles that it would flop over when you're trying to place it down. Instead, this one will stand up. And as you can see, I actually want to discuss this, but these things, if they fall off, they're very, very annoying to repair, these things. So make sure you don't have them fall off. They got little headlight pieces here and some taillights. That's what I'm going to call them, taillights, because I don't actually know their true name. And then here on this other side, you got this kind of web blaster, I guess. I think it's just supposed to be like a protruding web. It's like a little web cannon. And I think I like this build. Also, this piece on the end was the other projectile for the Venom mech in my Venom mech review. And speaking of the Venom mech, we're almost done with the review, but these came with the set, and you could handcuff Venom. You can also handcuff Carnage. So, my overall verdict of this set is that I think it's a great price for what you get. You get 3 minifigures, a couple accessories, and a small little background build, as I like to call it, where it's not like a vehicle or anything, it's just kind of like a stage or a background. Like, for example, the Web Warriors Bridge Battle set. Yeah, I consider that thing a background, which I'll have a review on, because I have enough money to buy it. But, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this review, and I will, see you guys next time. Goodbye.